In a Chapter 7 bankruptcy, you're really looking at your unsecured debts. So things like credit cards, medical bills, lines of credit, those types of things are mainly what is discharged in a Chapter 7. Any type of secured debt, debt that has a lien in some kind of collateral, a mortgage, a car loan, those liens are not going to be discharged in a Chapter 7. And the lien actually has a counterpart unsecured debt attached to it, and that unsecured debt is actually discharged in a Chapter 7, but the lien itself is not. And because the lien mirrors the obligations under the unsecured debt and it's not discharged in a Chapter 7, you can't get rid of mortgages or car loans or anything like that. You have to include them in the Chapter 7, and you have the option of keeping them through a Chapter 7, but they are not discharged through the Chapter 7. Other debts that are not discharged in a Chapter 7 include child support. Student loans actually potentially can be discharged, but you have to bring a separate lawsuit and have a judge adjudicate that it would be an undue hardship for you to have to repay those student loan debts, and that's actually a very high standard to meet. So we essentially say the student loans are not dischargeable in bankruptcy. Certain types of taxes can be dischargeable, but they have to meet certain criteria. Other taxes, that don't meet the criteria are not dischargeable in Chapter 7. In Chapter 13, you're discharging the same types of debts as you have in a Chapter 7, but with the Chapter 13, you have a couple extra opportunities available to you if they apply, and they involve the reorganization of secured debts. So, for example, in a Chapter 13, we can do what's called a cram down on an automobile loan. For example, if you have a vehicle that is worth, let's say, $10,000 and you owe a $14,000 auto loan against it, we can cram down the amount of that auto loan to just what the value of the vehicle is. And then you pay only the value of the vehicle through your Chapter 13, and the amount above and beyond that is treated as unsecured debt. Because if the vehicle were to get repossessed hypothetically, the best the lender could get would be the value of the vehicle. They wouldn't be entitled to anything over and above. We treat that first $10,000, which represents the value of the vehicle, as 100% secured debt that gets paid 100% through a Chapter 13 plan. And then the $4,000 over and above that gets treated as unsecured debt and is put into the pool of general unsecured debt that receives a percentage payment from those proposed payments that you're making through the Chapter 13. So you can actually cram down an auto loan through a Chapter 13, which is an extra benefit for some people. Another wonderful benefit is what we call lien stripping. And so similar to a cram down, if you can show on a piece of real estate, including your home, that the value of the home is less than the balance of the first mortgage, then you can treat that second mortgage as wholly unsecured. And then again, you're not paying the full value or the full amount on that second mortgage. You're paying only a certain percentage of whatever you're paying to the general unsecured creditors. And then the lien is removed at the end of your Chapter 13 plan, and you come out of the Chapter 13 potentially being able to build more equity in the future, because now you have less debt against your house. You have only that first mortgage. You don't have the second mortgage on it as well.